Over the next decade, the Congressional Budget Office predicts U.S. government debt will rise to levels not seen since the 1940s. The irresponsible fiscal policy is another example of the current system's shortcomings when compared to immutable crypto assets. With the government forecast to spend $1 trillion more than it collects in taxes each year, the institution sees debt held by the public reaching 98% of GDP by 2030. Some believe such policies make widespread adoption of a global currency free from government manipulation an inevitability. According to a report in the Wall Street Journal, the U.S. government is expected to spend $1.28 for every $1 it takes in taxes over the next year. The Congressional Budget Office (CBO) predicts that the deficit will be at its highest point since 1946 by the decade's end. The CBO bases its figures on current spending and levels of taxation. Congressional Republicans are keen to see individual tax cuts extended past 2025. President Trump will also reportedly include further cuts as part of his 2020 re-election campaign. This could mean the debt is actually much larger. Meanwhile, an aging population looks set to force increased Medicare and Social Security spending. The CBO director Philip Swagel commented on the growing U.S. deficit. John H. Cochrane reasons in a 2011 article titled Inflation and Debt for National Affairs that government debt spiraling out of control often leads to inflation. Growing inflation, as News BTC has reported on many times before, makes hard assets, like gold, Bitcoin, and some other crypto assets, appealing. Cochrane writes, Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong believes the irresponsible fiscal policy of the U.S. and other nations will create demand for crypto. In the following Twitter thread he makes an argument for a forthcoming flipping of public opinion. Armstrong acknowledges that most of the world's population currently thinks of crypto as funny money. He believes a shift towards the view that it's actually government money that's the more ridiculous notion is coming. Armstrong thinks young people will be the driver of such a change. He adds, related reading, Craig Wright knows exactly who pumped Bitcoin SV by 350%.